Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, we're going to talk about the real story about muscle confusion. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. Just a heads up, I have a new running channel called Run, Hike, Survive. You can search that and find it on YouTube. All right, muscle confusion. Here's everything you really need to know about muscle confusion. It's a term that's tossed around a lot in the lifting industry. It's almost considered by some to be the holy grail. If you continue to confuse a muscle, it'll continue to grow. All the problems in the world solved. You can go to bed, rest easy, you're confusing the muscle. Here's what I say about muscle confusion. The best way to confuse a muscle is with heavy ass weight. Let me repeat for those of you keeping score at home. The best way to confuse a muscle is with heavy ass weight. Write that down. Heavy ass weight. Hashtag heavy ass weight. The big hairy ugly dude, hashtag BHUD, says heavy ass weight. That's the best way to confuse a muscle. Continue to progressively overload it, relentlessly but safely over time. Now here's the problem people get into. You'll have discussions about muscle confusion on internet forums or groups or whatever the fuck all you young kids are doing these days, all right? So somebody invariably hops onto one of these discussions and starts talking about how it's necessary or essential or beneficial, and then guys or girls that are still relatively weak elevate muscle confusion almost above progressive overload, or becomes their focus. And they become obsessed with switching exercises, switching workouts, looking for different pieces of the puzzle, trying new variations. They become obsessed with all this stuff that really isn't necessary because you're still weak. If you are still relatively weak, don't worry about muscle confusion. You need to be obsessed with getting a lot stronger than you are now. Now, what does relatively weak mean? Well, a lot of people are fooled into believing they are strong. Don't be upset. Don't be upset. Don't click away. I'm not, just relax a little bit. But most of you aren't as strong as you need to be to build the amount of muscle mass you want. Getting your dumbbell bench press up to 50s and 60s is good. You really need to get it up to 100 for sets of 10, for example. Getting that strength base is going to build a little bit of muscle. But going from building a strength base to building a lot of strength, that's where the real work starts for most lifters. Most of us go into the gym, we start out very, very weak, and we start to build a strength base, okay? We might start with 30-pound dumbbells on dumbbell bench press, and we get those up to 60s, and we're feeling pretty good, and we build some strength. And then we go on the internet and it says muscle confusion. So all of a sudden we're trying different variations, or maybe I need to set aside my 60-pound dumbbell bench press and go try this, that, or the other thing. Wrong. While progressing, and we're just using this exercise as an example, while progressing from a noob to a 60-pound dumbbell bench press is certainly a good start, the real muscle building is going to be moving from that 60-pound dumbbell bench press to 100s or beyond by 10. The same thing, take any other exercise, it's the same thing, dumbbell bench press or dumbbell row. All right, you start with 40s or 45s or whatever, and you get those up to, let's say, 90s, and you're feeling pretty good. You've made some good progress, and then the muscle confusion talk starts, and you're looking for different workouts, or you're obsessing with variables like rest pause or slow-mo reps or time under tension or all this stuff. It enters your head right through here, right through the ears, or right through here, right through there, right through there. And then it enters this big thing called your brain, which is probably underused because you're obsessed with lifting instead of doing other smart people stuff. But it enters your brain and you become obsessed with all these things. What you need to be obsessed with is, yes, you got your dumbbell row from whatever to 90s. Now get your dumbbell row from 90s to 160s or 170s for 10. That's where the real muscle building starts. And that's where most people break down. I guarantee something. Okay, and this is going to piss off somebody, probably more than a few people. But if that's all you ever do with the basic exercises is get your strength levels to very, very, very good. All right. If you get your dumbbell rows to 160s for multiple sets of 10, your dumbbell bench to 100s for multiple sets of 10, I guarantee if you do that for every exercise you're using, you're probably going to be bigger than 90% of the guys in the gym over the course of 3 or 4 or 5 years. So, muscle confusion, it's really a concept that's overblown, overhyped, overtalked about, and it's really a concept that's not necessary for most of us, because most of us just want to build 25 pounds of muscle mass and look good, and that can be accomplished with just progressive overload, a relentless pursuit of progressive overload beyond that base level of strength. Once you build 90% of your strength and 90% of your muscle, and you start to look at refining muscle groups, or addressing weak points, or addressing sticking points, or maximizing strength by looking at weaknesses, that's where we need to start moving the pieces around a little bit. But until you get to that 90% base level, muscle confusion never needs to be talked about, thought about at all. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.